Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here filming a BeautyCon Q&A type of video. BeautyCon is this weekend, July 14th and 15th at the LA Convention Center, and I did see the other day that tickets are now officially sold out, so you cannot purchase tickets straight from BeautyCon and their ticketing partner that they're working with unless you can find someone like an individual type seller selling tickets. So it is sold out, but I wanted to go ahead and answer some of your guys' questions. I had a post up on Instagram where I said go ahead and drop your questions down below and I will go ahead and answer them. So I got quite a few questions. I'm excited to go ahead and read them and share them with you guys, give my feedback, as well as tell you some other tips and tricks and things like that to prepare you for this weekend. If you are going to go to BeautyCon this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday or both days, please go ahead and let me know down below. I would love to see you guys. If you see me, please come up and say hi. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this video. Oh, I will be there both days, Saturday and Sunday, so keep your eyes out. Alright, so starting off, if you're not following me on Instagram, you can go ahead and do that now. My handle is greeneyedbeauty90. I will have it linked here in the description box down below, and I'll have it going across the screen like this. But this is the post where I asked you guys to please drop your questions. So let's go ahead and get started. This is my 5th year attending BeautyCon. I've been going since it was the free event at this tiny little space in LA. It was at Siren Studios, and it was a free event. Stood in line for 6 hours with my sister and just kind of fell in love with the whole event from that point forward. So this is my this is my 5th year going. So starting off with the questions, I'm gonna start at the top. Jackie asks, are the lines as crazy as Gen Beauty? Now, I would definitely say yes. Gen Beauty is a much smaller event. BeautyCon is huge. It has grown dramatically over the years. So yes, I would say that the lines are as crazy as Gen Beauty, if not crazier. You can definitely expect to wait in line for a long time. In the past, I've known when they were at different venues like the LA Mart and Siren Studios, the lines would just wrap. They would wrap around. At the convention center, they kind of, I feel like, try and keep as many people inside as possible. I know at Gen Beauty this year, we all in general admission stood in line outside before we were allowed to go inside to the actual convention center and sign in, I guess. But I know that in the past couple years, BeautyCon has let everyone kind of inside the convention center. I'm not sure what it's going to be like this year, but the lines are definitely as bad, if not worse, than Generation Beauty. Another thing you can expect is that the big brands that are going to be there, like Hourglass, Anastasia, Beverly Hills, these huge brands, they're going to have insane lines. You're going to stand in line for a good hour at least, probably. So expect that. If you want to hit any of the big lines, I would say go for them right away before they get even worse, and then try and hit up the smaller booths. That's just my suggestion. It's Trish says, what to take with you if it's your first time, and how early do we have to go? So the actual event opens for general admission tickets at 12 o'clock noon. Hauler passes get in at they get at 10, and I'm not sure if anyone gets in at 11. I think it's 10 and 12, but I may be wrong. I don't have all the info on that. General admission, I would suggest getting in line no later than 10 o'clock. I know that sounds crazy. You're going to be standing in line for 2 hours, but you don't want to be at the very back of the line, I guess is the best way to say it. Somewhere towards the middle, front. And I know the line's going to be crazy, like if you get there at 10 anyways, there's going to be people that have been there since like 7 in the morning. But that would be my suggestion. If I was going with general admission pass, I would make sure to be there no later than 10, just so that I had a fairly good spot in line. And then in the past, they've always opened the doors up about 15-20 minutes early. I'm not sure if they'll do that this year. That was just in the past, so that's something to keep in mind also. If you are a hauler pass, I would suggest being there no later than 9:30. Probably 9 would be even better. You do get in at 10, you get in 2 hours before general admission, but you still want to be able to, you know, have a good spot in line to be able to get into the exhibition, the venue, you know, as quick as possible, essentially, because you're there to meet brands and network and get freebies and things like that. And I think the more time to do that's better. So if you're just getting in line at 10 o'clock and that's when the door is open, I mean, you're gonna move in pretty fast, but I'm the type of person that likes to be at an event type of thing early. And then what to take with you if it's your first time. Definitely wear comfortable shoes. I know everyone wants to look cute. I want to look cute, but definitely comfortable shoes, because you're going to be on your feet for hours. And I would take water. I believe you're allowed to take in a refillable water bottle, because I did see something about refillable water stations. I would take a couple snacks. Camera, if you are vlogging or interested in taking pictures, obviously your phone works just fine, but definitely like those type of things. Extra battery charger for your phone, like a battery pack. And I would take, as far as bags go, I feel like a small backpack is more comfortable than like a shoulder strap purse, in my experience, because you're getting so much stuff from all these brands. It really starts to weigh you down. You're carrying all these tote bags around. You don't need extra weight on your shoulder. You want to kind of balance it out. That's why having it in a backpack, anything that you need, and you can even put extra stuff in there, just having it in a backpack puts the weight, it distributes the weight a little bit more evenly than just on one side or this side, and then you're just kind of switching it around. It's not very comfortable. Andrea's Designs asks, how important is it to network with brands, and how do you even network with them? So as a beauty vlogger, beauty creator, influencer, whatever you are, Instagrammer, I feel like it's very important to network with brands. And one of the ways that I like to do this outside of BeautyCon is following them on their social media and commenting on their posts, speaking with them, just kind of establishing a relationship with them, like, hey, this is me, I love your products, so on and so forth. And then of course, like, going up to the brands, I love saying, hey, I'm a YouTube creator, or I'm an Instagram, or whatever. And I actually have business cards printed out. Let me grab one actually so you can see it. Alright, so like I was saying, I have business cards printed out. I printed these from moo.com last year, and I was able to just take pictures from my Instagram. So these are like my best 9, and then just 2 other pictures that I had, and I just printed these on one side, and then the back I just have my name, my contact information, social media handles, things like that. And I like to just hand those out to the brands, the PR. Usually, if you're not sure who the PR person is, then you just say to someone at the booth, hey, you know, I'm an influencer, I want to hand you my business card, and they'll either take it for you if they don't have someone there at that moment, or they will direct you and say, oh, it's this person, go ahead and go talk to them. So that's what I like to do. I'm fairly new at passing out the business cards. I did a little bit last year at BeautyCon, and I did it a lot more at Generation Beauty this year. But I do feel like it's very important to make those connections, especially if you are looking forward working with these brands in the future. You already love their products, you know about them, but you want them to know about you. And by having your contact information and your social media handles, they can look you up, and you know, you guys can correspond back and forth. Makeup by Elise asks, how do you go up to brands and ask for products or to be on their PR list without coming across rude? Also, maybe could you make a video like this for Ipsy Gen Beauty? Yes, I can definitely make a video like this for Ipsy Gen Beauty. I have a couple Gen Beauty videos. I will link the playlist down below, as well as my BeautyCon playlist. Those will both be linked down below. But as far as going up to brands and asking for products or to be on their PR list, you don't want to come across rude, of course. You want to just be yourself. You know, it kind of goes back to the networking question that I just answered. Just introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Elise. I love this product, or I love your brand, it represents this, or this is the way I feel that it presents itself. You know, something very positive, because brands and companies like to hear, of course, positive reviews about their brand and their products. And it's very important to just be polite, be cordial, and be yourself. I don't necessarily say, hey, can I have, you know, this or this? it's more so once you establish that relationship with them and they see that you're being genuine, that's when I've been offered products in the past, and they'll just be like, oh, here, take this, you're an influencer, or this, you know. But I personally don't feel comfortable going up to a brand and saying, hey, can I have one of your lip glosses, you know, especially if they're already passing something else out at one of these conventions. Just presenting yourself, talking with the PR, talking with the brand, it allows them to establish a relationship with you, and you know, those connections are what's important. And ultimately, if that's your goal, is to work with these brands and to get PR and products and things like that, you need to be genuine, you need to be real, you need to be yourself, you need to, you know, establish yourself as this person. And so I think that's the best way that I can answer that. I hope that it answered it. If anyone else has any suggestions down below, go ahead and leave them down for any of these questions, or go ahead and ask more questions down below. That is all the questions that I have from that post. I did want to share just a couple other things. There is this girl, her name is Haley, and she found me on Instagram. Her name on Instagram is Haley Guzikowski, and I will link her down below. She has a YouTube channel, and she also did a BeautyCon tips and tricks. And one of the things that she mentioned in there that I really liked, that I hadn't thought of yet, was creating a badge for yourself, especially if you are an influencer, someone looking to break out into the influencer game. You have an Instagram, maybe you just started a YouTube channel, a blog, things like that. She suggested creating a badge to wear, and so I've gone ahead and done that. I need to print it out and get it laminated and things like that, but basically it's just like the size of a business card. It's got the YouTube logo with my YouTube channel name, and then it's got the Instagram, Twitter, and Gmail handle with the information for those. And the whole idea of that is that it makes you look more professional. It makes you look like you're someone important. Brands can easily recognize you, and this kind of goes back to that PR networking thing, is they see that badge and they're like, oh, this person looks important. And that's what Haley mentioned in her video, is looking important, feeling confident, you know, about who you are and the content you're creating. And so I really like that, so I'm gonna borrow that idea from Haley. Thank you, Haley, so much for sharing that idea. I loved it, and I'm excited to use that this year. There are food trucks and things available on site so that you can go ahead and eat. There's some tables so that you can sit down if you're feeling tired. But it's just, overall, BeautyCon is a lot of fun. I come out of there every year feeling super inspired and ready to create bomb content for everyone. And you know, it's one of these events where you're surrounded by people with the same type of mind and ideals, like makeup, beauty, skincare, these things that we're really passionate about, and you're just surrounded by all these people. It's like when you go to Disneyland, you're surrounded by Disney fans. You know, no matter where you look, someone's there because they love Disneyland. And it's the same thing for this, except it's for the makeup community, and it's an incredible feeling, and it's just a lot of fun. So again, it is this Saturday and Sunday, July 14th and 15th, and it runs from 12 to 6 for a general admission ticket, 10 to 6 for a hauler ticket. And oh, I wanted to show you, if you bought the tickets a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago, then you actually got the wristbands in the mail. So this is what it looks like. And this is the box it came in. This is one of the wristbands. The brands will scan this so that once you get in line, they'll scan this, and this is what gives you the product. So if you're in Anastasia Beverly Hills line and they scan this, you cannot go back to that line again, because they'll know that they've already scanned this. Their little thing will like beep or blink or something, and you will not be able to get additional product from that brand. So then it just had like a little poster in here. It came with a patch. It came with a 15% off discount card for the BeautyCon LA store, I believe it is, but it's for the Melody Ishani merch only. So it came with that, and then it also came with a mirror cling sticker, which says you don't need lipstick, lipstick needs you. You guys can't really even see that. But that was what we got. So this is what the general admission wristband looks like. It's pink and purple, and then I'm dropping everything. It's got the little thing that they'll scan, and then on the back of it there's like a little code that you use to register these wristbands. So you have to register and activate them online before the event. Make sure that when you're putting your wristbands on, this little thing, you're gonna pull it, like your wrist goes in here and then you pull this little white part down. Don't pull it too tight because it will cut off your circulation, and if you're going for both days, you have to keep it on. You cannot cut it off because they will not let you back into the event. So please keep those things in mind. Again, if you guys have any questions, please go ahead and drop them down below. If I did not answer a question well enough or make it clear enough, go ahead and, you know, help me out down below. I do appreciate that. And one last time, if you guys do see me at the event, please come up and say hi. I would love to see you, and I will talk to you in my next video. Thanks so much for asking these questions. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave me a thumbs up, share this video, and I will talk to you next time. Bye guys.
Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me.